am just so incredibly proud of this group. It was one of the most resilient, grittiest performances that we've had in my time here and that I've seen in general. And proud of them for staying the course. Didn't feel like it was going our way. We weren't getting breaks. We stayed the course. We let the game come back to us. And the unwavering belief that this group has in themselves and each other is incredible. So I'm just really proud of them. Our work's not done. We still have a lot of work out ahead of us, but today was huge. The character, the fight, the heart of this team, just really proud of them.
Questions for the student athletes? Ethan, go ahead.
If you'll both answer this, just what was the vibe like in the dugout, entering those final 3 innings where y'all pieced together the comeback? What was kind of the message? What was going through the dugout?
Sure. I mean, it goes along with our motto, high vibes. You see everybody, high vibes, and even the crowd's getting into it. So just having all that energy on our side, it was great.
I think the season itself has shown like what we can do. And we just never count ourselves out. And we proved that within the last 3 innings and just being able to come together as a team in that moment. We had some really good at bats to get us through that 7th inning, and it helped in the end with all the energy and just fighting for each other in that moment. So
yeah, fast rewinding to the 6th inning where Tal hit the home run. Do you feel like that kind of maybe her home run kind of alleviated something to get the energy going for the next inning?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Love you, Dad.
Courtney, this time last year, what do you think would have gone through your mind had you seen that you would be walking off an NCAA tournament game? I mean, you were coaching, right?
Yeah, I was coaching. What would have gone through my mind? I don't know, to be honest. I just never even thought that I would come back and play. And then her giving me the opportunity to be a part of such a wonderful program. It's just something that I just could never imagined and I'm so forever grateful for. So
I feel like the 6th inning felt like 3 days ago. So to ask her like how it felt a year ago, like that was another lifetime,
Of course, y'all grabbed all the momentum, tying the game in the 7th. Talia, you led off the 8th, right? And you came up with that single. Just how important was that, to keep that going whenever it was your time to kind of keep the momentum going on offense?
Yeah, just flowing with the momentum, taking some pressure off of, once you get the leadoff batter on, you have 3 outs to work with. So taking the pressure off the girls behind me.
Can y'all hear me back here? Hey, Courtney, I just want to know, I know Ethan just asked you about what you were thinking a year ago, if you were in this moment. I want to know what you were thinking going up to the plate. That is a high pressure situation. And I know you handle your all chill vibes, like Italia said, but what were you thinking?
In that moment, it was funny because me and Coach Gasso going up to that, he knew that Jimmy was going to, or Reagan Kramer was going to walk, and then that they were going to walk Bree. So it was going to be up to me, and I wanted it to be me. I wanted to have that moment and to do it for my team. So I was just looking for a pitch to hit and not trying to do too much and just make it happen.
Along those lines, I'm guessing this is probably a question you've answered a million times this season, but what does it do for you mentally, emotionally when they walk Bree and you're coming up next?
It doesn't really change anything other than I'm still staying within myself. I'm not trying to make the moment too big. I'm still trying to find any way to make something happen for the team. Just because they walk Bree, I still have the same mindset, which is finding a good pitch to hit and doing everything I have to get a quality at bat. So.
Really for either of you guys, just when you guys tied it in the 7th inning, it was Ella who hit the RBI double. Just what did you kind of make of her performance today, and just how big was she in that moment?
I think it was really special of her to pull through at that moment. We all had our trust in her. She went over for the day up until that at bat, and so for her to hit a double, it just again moved the momentum back into our dugout.
Tal, you've been a part of the past two teams where it was this specific game that didn't go y'all's way. What do you think that this team to be able to come out on top? I mean, it was almost like following the same script as in the past, but for y'all to overcome that, what does that say about this specific team?
It feels really good to get past that little, like we say, lull. So getting past that, like it just feels like even closer to achieve, and we can definitely get there.
Thank you, ladies. All right, we'll take questions for Coach Deifel. Ethan, go ahead.
Yeah, you hear Courtney say she wanted that at bat. What do you think that says about her?
That she has a huge belief in herself. She actually said it a little bit more colorfully in her head. So she gave you the PG version, but just the belief that she has in herself in that moment is so huge. To not make it bigger, but just to trust herself. You could see how she was managing her bat. Her at bat. She was dialed. This team has a strong belief in themselves and each other, and it's not surprising to hear the way they're talking. That's how they've lived.
And like I asked the players, I mean, it felt like it was following the same script as in the past, where just breaks weren't going your way between, ball getting lost in the sun and bouncing off the ground. But for this team to find a way, whenever it really could have gotten away from them, what do you think it says about them?
They believe if we have an out, we have a chance. No matter what the deficit is, they have so much fight in them and so much resilience that they could have folded. The breaks were not going our way. Things weren't going our way, and they just stayed the course. And you could feel a difference in them in the last couple innings. This lightness kind of come over them, and just this knowing that they can do it, and their belief in themselves. It was literally this like change of feeling in like the sixth inning. And maybe it was a Tal's at bat. Maybe, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just the collective decision to just kind of flip it. But they've done this all year. They've responded. It has not been a straight line for us. And they just continue to grow together and just show their character. I'm just really proud of them.
And then Oklahoma State, of course, went back to Ruby. They're late. What do you think of the team's ability to just quickly transition pitchers and not skip a beat?
Well, obviously I liked it, Ethan. Obviously I liked it. We had the momentum. They brought her back in and we kept the momentum. I think we really committed to what our plan was early, but with higher emotion. To execute in that moment is so huge. So obviously I think they did exceptional when they brought her back in.
And going back to Ella, she lost the ball in the sun, and then Oklahoma State took the lead, but then she's the one who gets the RBI to send it to extra innings. Just what does that say about her and her mentality and her ability to, I guess, put stuff
She's a
behind
big
her?
time player. She's a big time player that wants the game in her hand. She wants that moment. Just like Courtney Day, we have a dugout full of them. We're really lucky, and Ella to show that maturity as a freshman of just it not going your way, it just feeling like it kind of, she was up in other situations, it didn't fall her way, and she had an incredible at bat. And just to control her emotions in that moment and come through for her team, it was huge.
Courtney, you said the moment that it flipped was that sixth inning, and maybe it was Italia and hitting that home run. But was there something in the dugout that was said? You said there was a feeling, but was it something that was said? Was it just a vibe that was going on?
They are a vibe. They are a vibe. But they actually had pretty great competitive energy all day. And it just felt a little pressed in the middle. And there was something, I can't put a word to it. It was just this looseness that it just, I can't put a word to it. It just, Dan, help me out. You were there. There was just this looseness to them in the last couple innings that we didn't necessarily feel in the middle. And maybe it was just like, oh crap. And then they just like flipped the page and decided, made the decision that like, it doesn't matter if we're down. It doesn't matter what the score is. We have outs to play with and we're going to fight till the end. And that's what this team has done all year.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you about that. You can never count this team out. I mean, it's something that we were talking about going into that 7th inning. I said, you just can't count this team out. That is something they have relied on. And what do you think makes that up? Is it just the lineup you have, the players that you have this year? Is it what you've done in the offseason? What do you credit to that?
They believe in each other. They believe in each other. They believe in themselves. They believe in each other. And even if this game wouldn't have gone our way, I wouldn't count this team out. I don't think they are worried about the hard. I don't think that they are worried about anything about them being in the moment, leaning into each other and just fighting. And we talk about it. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It takes what it takes. And it took everybody today and their just relentless fight to win that game. It's, again, one of the most resilient, grittiest performances I've seen. Just really proud of them.
Dudley, go ahead.
Peyton Burnham came in and took it, kept it in reach for you. Just talk about her performance again today.
Yeah, she battled for us. She battled for us. She trusted her stuff. She trusted her defense. She showed a ton of grit as she had all year. And I thought Robin battled too. We didn't get some breaks. We needed every pitch she threw. We needed every pitch that Peyton threw. And just, again, to just trust herself and fight. It was just gritty.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing and we're into the NBA and NHL playoffs, and BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NBA, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the best online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Bet online, the game starts here.